Hello everyone there in YouTube world. My name is General Kenobi, and welcome back to the Persona 5 Royal Let's Play. Last time we discovered mementos, and we're still searching for our next target. And because we went into mementos, we can't go out anywhere and do anything. So even though we can go out beyond our little neighborhood, because we went into the metaverse, we can't do anything. Oh, outside, but we can stay inside and we can make more coffee.
Hey!
Make sure your clothes up.
Whoa.
Yes! All right.
Well then.
What are you talking about?
What is he up to?
Well, let's go hear what he has to say.
How have things been? You know, with the special activities. Oops. Sorry about that. I haven't been getting a lot of sleep lately. I've been staying up managing the fan site all night. Every night. I think it's called PR.
I don't understand.
You want to know more? Basically, there's no point to taking down bad guys if nobody's gonna know about it. That's why I've started a blog for posts from people you guys saved, while filtering out the haters. We need the Phantom Thieves to be seen in the proper light if we want to make the name popular, right?
You've done good, kid.
Really? Just hearing you say that makes my all-nighters worth it. So actually, I really want to know how you punish people. Don't worry, I'm not gonna ask. It wouldn't be any fun if you just up and told me. After all, the Phantom Thieves have a reputation for being secretive. I wish I could be more like you guys somehow. But I'll still be here to draw attention to the stuff you do. You can leave that part to me. I'm gonna use my fan site to promote the Phantom Thieves and weed out any negative comments. Your popularity is gonna be at my mercy. Or, my fingertips. It's like I'll be your strategic image management representative, so to speak.
Strategic what?
Strategic image management representative. Rolls off the tongue, don't you think? Anyway, I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure that title's more than just for show. I've gotta say though, managing the Phantom Thieves' reputation is tiring work. The forum gets all sorts of weird posts, including tons of things unrelated to reforming society. They defeat the purpose of the site if the truth of the Phantom Thieves was buried among all that garbage. Oh, but you don't need to worry. I'll sort through all the trash. Speaking of which, I've actually already found some worthwhile info about our very own school. Our quest to boost your popularity can start close to home. I'll give it my all.
I look forward to it. So we ranked up with Mishima.
All right.
And he will give us information on targets in mementos.
I might be overworking myself, though. Man, I'm exhausted. I think I'd fall asleep on the spot if I weren't talking to you. I should head home.
Probably a good idea. Nice hustle.
Hey,
Alright, so we keep being reminded that that midterms are coming up, so we need to study up.
well then.
The Home Shopping Network is on today. We can talk to Sodro. In fact, I think we can. Oh no, he doesn't go up. But we're gonna do what we did last time. We're gonna head to Station Square. Talk to this guy.
Please consider what I have to say.
He pretty much he says the same thing.
Hey,
All right. And just like last time, we're gonna head to the Beef Bowl Shop.
oh, what did you say?
So a bunch of customers just come in, and this time we're actually going to be doing something. All right, so we got a large. Actually gonna write this down. Got a large barbecue bowl, medium natto bowl, a large, whatever that is, medium curry bowl,
Yes.
Alright, so we need to actually remember these. First person was the large barbecue. Second person was the medium natto bowl.
Hey,
Third was that that weird one.
nice.
And the fourth person was the medium curry bowl.
Well,
You.
Can't you ask your manager to hire more people? You are extremely busy. Employees being overworked is becoming a real problem in the workplace. That's concerning. I should remember this.
Well then, I'll see you.
I'll leave my payment here. Thank you for the food.
hey,
Wasn't that the politician who gives speeches in front of the station? He was worried about employees in the workplace, huh? Well, I think he knows who you are now. We should go to the station square again sometime soon. So that's so we actually did this for a reason.
Thanks in advance.
So we actually got a little extra for being able to keep up and remember those orders. And that's actually the last time we'll be working at the Beef Bowl Shop.
man.
There was a reason for us doing that. Probably won't know for a little while what that reason was, or maybe this Monday night we'll see. What's up with the goggles? Going snowboarding or something? I hear the cedars blooming later than usual. Climate change and what have you. Pollen allergies suck. I couldn't go to the mountains even if I wanted to. My eyes and nose would gush like rivers. Sounds awful.
Seems pretty rough.
The news said pollen season was starting later than usual this year. Looks like the pollen problems have only just begun. People are about to have some itchy eyes. This might affect mementos the same way weather does. So yes, whenever there's something going on, rain, pollen, eventually there'll be a heat wave, cold stuff, that will affect things in mementos. Everything alright?
Actually, I've been having this feeling that someone's watching me. No, can't be. Oh, maybe I just can't shake off the feeling of infiltrating a palace. At the palace, we're always cautious of not being noticed, you know? So it has to be my imagination. Yeah.
Alright, Monday morning. That is true. Agreed. Odds are nobody's going to see Kamoshida for a long time. Alright, so it's after school. New info. Saw it on the fan side, but I've heard it at school too. There's a guy at school whose bullying has gone too far. I want to help the victim, but that's impossible. Alright, so we got some information on someone we can find in the metaverse. Yeah, piece of cake. Bully is a brown-haired guy frequently seen standing out front of the school entrance. And from what I can tell, his name is... that. I know you can handle this.
Oh.
You got some info on a new target. I know this is a small case, but we have a name, so we should be able to consider him a target. Alright, so we got a new request. The bark and bite of a bully. And we're going to do that a little later. We're going to do that a little later. Oh. Don't we need to study for exams?
Let's go!
Don't worry about that stuff. Let's ignore the details and just go charging in head first. That's easy for you to say.
Let's go.
Actually not a problem anymore. Some intel has come in from Mishima.
All right.
Perfect timing. Let's just go in right now then. You really do anything to avoid studying. So if we want to, we can go into mementos. Two new things have come up: view requests and explore mementos. Viewing requests, we'll go over any information that we've got on potential targets. The most important step the Phantom Thieves need to take before they can seal someone's heart. Oh yes.
Oh.
The calling card. Did we send one last time? The treasure materializes when we change the target's subconscious with a calling card. That's the rule when dealing with a palace. In mementos, it seems like we can just go for the target immediately.
What?
Something already exists that fulfills that role. Fortunately for us, Mishima put a comment up in the forum saying the Phantom Thieves are coming. For a small target, that's enough of a calling card. That alone will put some fear in them. Even that guy must have seen Mishima's comments about him on the fan site. That's why the Nav picked him up. Can we really leave something that important to someone else? The desires of the memento shadows are nothing compared to those of the palace rulers. We need to unanimously agree on our target. No ignoring the rules, even for smaller ones. Let's get to discussing the intel we've gathered.
Listen up.
This is on an arrogant, brown-haired bully. He's a student here at the school. Things have gone a little too far for just bullying, though. He's abusing and blackmailing.
I'm gonna make him pay.
Sounds like a good target.
Yep.
Alright, so it's a unanimous decision. We're going to be going after this guy. I'm actually going to say this right now. I don't think there's a single target that's not a unanimous decision. So we have, now that we've discussed it, we can actually take care of it. We need to discuss before we can take care of it. All right, now we're not going to Mementos today because there's something I actually want to do before going to Mementos. So we can go see Ryuji, and we can go see Takami. Let's do Ryuji. He's actually the easiest person to Whoops, that's not where I wanted, but it's alright. Ryuji is actually
Excuse me.
Oh, I guess I haven't been to the library yet. We're second year. Yes, we're the Chancellor's student. Alright. I'm just gonna skip past this. I didn't mean to come here. We can only borrow, if you want to, you only borrow one book at a time. And we're gonna pause for just a moment, and I'll be right back.
A few moments later.
And we're back. Sorry about that. So now let's head to the classroom.
No way, it can't be.
Right. And Ryuji should be right over here. There.
Yo.
So let's go hang out with Ryuji.
Wanna get going?
So we've actually discovered a new place.
All right.
There are hangout spots, and we can unlock them as we go by either reading information or by actually going to them with when somebody suggests them. Love the feeling of. Nah, I'm not gonna read this. Are you worried about him? You're doing fine. So our bond has gotten deeper. Alright. And this makes us less likely to be found in the metaverse while dashing. Not that I dash too
Alright.
I don't dash too often because there's really no need to.
See ya.
It's alright, Monday evening.
Ah, you're back.
Hey,
So there was a reason behind me doing all that with the beef bowl shop. So we're gonna talk to this guy.
Please consider
I think
what
he
I
says
have
the
to
same.
say.
He says the same thing over again.
You. Hmm?
Have I seen you somewhere before? Oh, you were working at the beef bowl shop before. You have a lot of perseverance for a young person.
If you'd like.
If you're interested, I could use your help. I want to change the state of this country, and to do so, I need the power of the youth. However, due to certain regulations, I can't offer a job to a student. I was thinking you can learn some things if you choose to attend a few of my speeches, though. I'd be glad to. Really? That'll be helpful indeed. Well then, would you mind telling me your name and contact information? You're a student from Sujin. It's nice to meet you. I am Yoshida. I used to be a member of the Diet, but no longer. In the past 20 years, I've lost 7 straight elections. This isn't good. I'm dwelling on the negative right before my speech.
Very well.
Well then, I hope I can count on your help immediately.
Everyone.
The lines of what is considered right and wrong in society today have been blurred. With common sense no longer our guide, we make decisions based on our selfish wants and desires. This has resulted in a deluge of self-centered people who delight in taking advantage of the weak. However, even in this modern day and age, it is imperative that we act in the best interests of all. A world where it is acceptable to trample on the rights of others for your own benefit, a world where the young exist only to be exploited, is a world that must be changed. Easy for him to say. Old-timers like me have our hands full taking care of ourselves. He's actually making some good points, but he's a no-name. He probably won't get too far. Nothing's going to change. We'll just keep getting exploited. What's this wannabe politician blathering about now? He isn't even affiliated with a party. How about you just leave matters of state in the capable hands of the liberal that princess board merely according to the party they belong to? Just shut up already. You're just a washed-up politician. If I am chosen to represent the will of the people, I am fully prepared to, in the best interest of all, save the blathering for when you get elected. If you get elected.
Thank you.
That is all for today. Well, what did you think of my speech? The best interests of all.
I'm glad.
Do you feel the same? Such as I am, I'd like to believe that I'm capable of giving a moving speech. However, there are times like today where the audience has a difference of opinion on a topic. Some feel I should concentrate on getting elected before worry about others. Do you agree? You have my support.
Thank you.
It's encouraging to know that my message has won you over. Besides, I've grown quite accustomed to those type of reactions.
No.
I don't know if that is necessarily a good thing. Regardless, no matter what they say, I must continue on. I think I can learn a lot by listening to Yoshida's speeches.
Well then,
I'll ask for your impressions again sometime. Alright, so it is Tuesday the 10th.
It looks like you're attending school seriously. You also seem pretty close with Takamaki-san if you're both coming to school together. You just transferred here, though. I guess you two really click.
We're in the same class.
I see. You seemed a lot closer than that yesterday morning. I heard she was a victim of Mr. Kamoshida. But was that all there was to it? Either way, closer inspection should clear everything up. Goodbye.
Exams start tomorrow. Are you all ready?
Well,
Now then,
shall we begin?
picking up from last time, the end of the Heian period marks the rise of the samurai, which I'm sure you've all been waiting for. As described in the tale of that, it was a time when all that was great would fall from grace. It wasn't unusual for the heroes of yesterday to be struck down as rebels of the present day. By the way, sympathizing with the loser or the weak is called magistrate's patronage. That term came from... I'm not even going to try that. And it also became a way of referring to him as well. Alright, Obi-Wan.
Do you know the answer?
You know the time period this guy was active in, don't you? Let's see, he was active in the... in this period.
This is it.
Correct.
That's right. He supported his brother. But despite his contributions in defeating he was driven out by his brother and ultimately executed. However, in the centuries that followed, he became more popular as a tragic hero.
Nice going!
It's sort of like rooting for a minor league baseball team instead of an all-star major league one.
Yep.
I can understand that. It's like, if I don't root for them, who will? Well, somebody's got to root for the bad guys. Alright.
What are your thoughts?
So tomorrow is the exam. If you don't want to study, then we can go to Mementos or hang out with one of our confidants. So let's see what we got. Ryuji can go up. An can go up. And Takame can go up. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going with Ryuji because he actually is one of the easiest people to finish up. So he's found a place for us to train. So let's go meet him where we're gonna be. And it's a gym.
This has gotta be it. By the way,
Protein powder? I wouldn't want to use yours anyway. That's wrong. Alright, so now we can quick travel to the gym, and I think we actually can use it now. I think they will let us use it.
morning. For real?
You seem conflicted. Understood. All right. So we're halfway through, and no new thing this time.
See ya.
I gotcha. Keep you posted. All right.
You're back.
Tuesday evening.
Hey,
I'm gonna go talk to this guy again, and I have a reason.
Please consider what I have to say.
About Yoshida's speech skills. We should make use of them when you negotiate with shadows. It's a good idea. Teach you how to get speeches. Why? I want to do what you do. I love to help you, though. How shall I teach you? It's time for my speech. Let's talk about this later.
And while our society appears to be prosperous, many of our young people are quietly suffering. They lack jobs, security, savings. The next generation will lead us into the future, and yet they have no plan for how to arrive there.
Watch where you're going, you little shit. You bumped into me, you old goat.
This isn't good.
How about we mediate?
Yes, let's. Good citizens, please stop fighting. What is the point of bickering over such a trivial matter?
This is none of your business. Yeah, seriously, just shut up. What's with this guy?
Now, if you'll please excuse me, I must return to my speech. Together, we can create a bright future for the next generation.
Ugh. God, so righteous. That really annoys me. Enough of your arrogance, no good Tora.
What?
As if anyone would actually vote for you! Are you planning to embezzle funds again? Or maybe criticize one of your constituents again? You criminal!
No, that was all in the past. I've gone and done it again. Yes, but I cannot say that to the crowd before an election. Regardless, whenever someone calls me no good Tora, I panic. I went through quite an ordeal 20 years ago. Let me explain. I used to be a member of the National Diet. I was elected during the rise of the Kuramoto children. We were backed by powerful Diet members. This was about 20 years ago. I was very inexperienced back then, both as a politician as well as a human being. That inexperience led me to be involved in a series of major political scandals. People refer to my blunders as no-good Taurus 3 strikes. The first was being caught missing a legislative meeting to take a personal vacation. Then, I was accused of embezzling a large sum of money from the party, giving me 2 strikes. Finally, I called a voter an idiot at an open forum, which resulted in scandal and strike 3. I was out and branded a washed-up politician. You said you wanted to become a member of the Diet. But do you see the man before you?
Questionable background, accused of embezzlement. However, he has conviction and wants to change the world. Public speaking skills could be useful to the Phantom Thieves. I'll make a deal with him.
Do you really want to receive my guidance?
I don't care about your past.
I'm happy to hear that. However, everyone says I have no chance to get elected. So why come to me?
I like your technique.
You mean giving speeches? I'm afraid I'm not so great that you'd be able to learn anything. The most important part about giving a good speech is believing in yourself. Perhaps one day, I will believe in myself again. But you sure got me there. You're a strange young man. Very well. If learning how to give a great speech is what you seek, then I'd be happy to instruct you. In exchange, I would like for you to continue assisting me. Let's get started, shall we?
So we've made a deal with Yoshida, which means we're fast forwarding to that day.
Staging your crimes with calling cards. It's hard to believe that a student could manage this alone. An adult, for example, someone talented enough to move people with words. Perhaps they coached you. Isn't that right?
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings with the birth of the sun, persona.
So we've gained another confidant, and pretty much with this confidant, it will be easier for us in our negotiations with shadows and either getting personas or money or items.
Oh my, we've been talking for far too long. Let's call it quits for today. You.
Something I forgot to mention. It's about my speech schedules from this point on. Would you be willing to stick around and hear it? Of course. Thank you. Don't worry, it won't take too long. I'll be here giving my speeches every Sunday. You're welcome to drop by and help whenever you got the time. That's all I wanted to say. Be careful on your way home. So every Sunday evening we're going to be going and talking to him, and I believe we don't have to like do multiple visits for the like with some of the other confidants, we have to visit them, deepen our and visit with them before we can deepen our bond. Every single time we see Yoshida and hang out with him, it'll be a rank up. A school assembly during exam week? What are they thinking? It's the day after tomorrow, right? I wonder if it's going to be about Mr. Kamoshida again. I can't believe the school is messing with our schedules like this. I don't care what it's about. It's going to have nothing to do with us students. I wish they stopped dragging us into their mess.
Seems pretty rough.
Mandatory assembly during exam week. Sounds rough for all of you. And speaking of exams, this is the first day of exams. Now the way exams work, it's pretty much just like
Shall we begin?
it's pretty much just like regular class. However, unlike after class where we might have something to do, we might not have something to do, for exam days, as soon as we're done with the exams for that class, we move on to the next day. So exams are the only thing you're going to be doing. So what historical figure inspired the idiom of favoring the magistrate? That was this one.
Ooh, we can do this.
Alright. Essay question. Alright. Stay calm and think it through. Provide the reason why this guy is viewed as a hero. He had a brother. The name was that guy. He worked under his brother, and he did a lot for him. But they ended up coming into conflict, and in the end, when they had to oppose each other, he committed suicide after being exiled by his brother. But even though he lost, he was the one who went down in history as a hero. That's probably because people tend to sympathize less with figures in power, and sympathize more with the weak. Yeah, not just any weak person though. People love rooting for an underdog, who stands up to powerful oppressors, and he did that to his brother. So the reason he is treated as a hero is because he stood up against his brother.
Yep.
You finished in time. Time is up. Put down your pencils and put your hands under your desk. Alright. Thursday the 12th. Second day of exams. Which brain function is responsible for the phenomenon of seeing an illusion in this figure? That's cognition.
Ooh, we can do this.
Which of the following maps can you paint with any adjacent areas being the same color? That'll be both. Sounds about right.
We can do this.
And that's actually the end of second day of exams. Now we're going on to the third day of exams.
Okay, class, let's get started.
Right. Name the book that defined malfactor as the chief factor in the process of the human race. That's the Devil's Dictionary.
Ooh, we can do this.
What character archetype refers to a mysterious and seductive woman, typically with ulterior motives? That's the femme fatale.
Ooh, we can do this.
And that's it for the exams. A school-wide assembly at this time of year? Think we can bring our flashcards in? Kamoshida is just one of the many things wrong with this school. I've got to hurry home and study. That Kamoshida is still causing us trouble even when he's gone.
Ever since that specific incident, many of you have voiced concerns that I could not bear to ignore. We believe the mental health of our student body is absolutely vital, so we've acquired the services of a therapist. The floor is yours, Doctor.
Isn't he hot?
It's nice to meet you all.
Whoa, his voice is sexy.
My name is...
Huh?
My name is Takuto Maruki. Thank you for welcoming me to your school. No need to be formal with me, though. I'm just here to counsel anyone who's interested. You can even call me Doc, if that would help you feel more comfortable. Any assistance you need. I'll be... Oh. I guess I'm not really any good for helping with money problems.
Thank you, Dr. Maruki.
Yo. You ever expect this place to actually give a shit about our mental health?
Well, our school's made national news. Maybe they figured they'd look even worse if they didn't do anything for us.
And Dr. what's his name?
Maruki.
Yeah, wasn't that guy just basically clowning it up on stage? You really think he'll do us any good?
Ryuji.
Hey there. Sakamoto-kun and Takamaki-san, right? And that must make you.
How do you know our names?
Well, I was informed of certain students before beginning my tenure here. Those that had, previous interactions with Mr. Kamoshida. It must have been especially tough for you after having just transferred here.
Did think I'd end up in a castle. It was a bit tough at the start, but I've adapted.
I can definitely believe that.
So, what do you want with us?
Ah yes, I'd forgotten. I know I already offered my services to the student body earlier, but would you three be interested in counseling?
Nope, not at all.
Huh?
How's that surprising?
You were just a touch more emphatic about it than I'd expected. Ah, but if you come to my office, you can have free
I'm in.
snacks. All you can eat. Would be nice, but there's still plenty to be had. So,
Free food?
how about it?
I'll take it. Tell me more of these snacks.
Hey, don't fall for that.
What?
To be frank, I've been explicitly ordered to provide counseling to the students directly involved with Mr. Kamoshida. It's in the school's interests. For its students.
Ah, the school's interest, huh?
I know that asking you to be open with a complete stranger like myself is a lot. Making this mandatory wouldn't do you any good either. Might as well turn it into a worthwhile experience. Ooh, I know! If you attend my counseling sessions, I'll teach you different ways to improve your mental acuity. Like ways to hone your concentration before exams, or not getting nervous on dates. How's that sound?
Mental training. If I make good use of this, it may aid in our Phantom Thieves activities.
There's also snacks.
And don't forget about the food.
Alright, enough with the snacks. So, which way are you leaning?
I'm gonna do it.
I guess it'd just be more trouble for us if we didn't go.
Yeah.
Really? Then I guess it's a deal. I'll be in the nurse's office. Feel free to come by whenever it's convenient for you.
Well, we should get going.
Okay, I'll see you later. Thanks for taking my counseling into consideration. Now that we have a deal, I promise I'll do my best to help you.
So we made a deal with Maruki. And while it's fast forwarding, I will say this. This guy is an addition to Royal. He was not in the original game.
It's hard to believe an ordinary high school student could accomplish such grandiose heists. One would need a heart of steel, unaffected by outside influences, and prepared to act without hesitating. There has to be someone who helped strengthen your mental state. Sound like somebody you know? Give me a name.
I am the it shall be with the birth of the councler persona. I have obtained the
All right.
What's the holdup, dude?
Sorry for keeping you like this. Well then.
Have a good day.
Okay, quiet down.
Alright, settle down. I haven't added them to the earlier assembly. regarding the counseling you've all been offered. The counselor will be available to you starting after school today in the nurse's office. Dr. Maruoki will only be posted here through November, so be sure to speak with him soon if you feel the need. For the majority of you, it's your choice whether or not you see him, but there are a few students I'll speak with later. The school has decided visits to Dr. Maruoki will be mandatory for these students. Sounds like we don't have much of a choice. Counseling, eh?
Yes. Welcome.
Are you here for a counseling session? Yeah. Is now a bad time? Not at all. It's always a good time, so long as I'm not already listening to a student. I'm so glad you're here. Would you care for a snack?
Well, shall we begin?
Shall we get started?
Yeah.
Oh, just relax, alright? I'm only here to listen to whatever you wish to talk about. Although I really only have one thing on my mind right now anyway. I'd say that makes perfect sense. But don't force yourself into talking with me. You could even just grab some snacks and be on your way, if you wanted. No, it's alright. I know I need to talk to someone about this. That is, if you're willing to listen to the super long story. I am. Take all the time you need. I see. That's such a horrible thing to do to someone. That's why I wanted to get even with him. For Shiho. And? At first, I thought Kamoshida ought to face the same fate Shiho was going to put herself through. But...
Right.
Later, I realized that wasn't right. If he did take his own life, it wouldn't do Shiho's suffering. In fact, it just gave him the easy way out.
Right.
Is that so? You know, you are quite the wise, level-headed young woman, Takamaki. I think you've got the wrong... Nope. In fact, I think you're wiser than I was at your age. I wasn't anywhere near as mature as you are now. It's not like I did anything special, though. If I hadn't gone through my own share of hell, I don't think I'd be so mature either. I see. So what's on your mind now?
Let me think.
I'm just hoping Shiho will get better quickly. We both suffered a lot, but I just want to get back to laughing and having fun together like we used to. At this point, I don't care about Kamoshida.
Yeah.
That's a healthy outlook. You can't change the past, but you still want to keep your chin up and press onward. Is that the gist of it? Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, it'd definitely be better if none of this had happened at all. But
Quite.
I agree with you there. But it's impossible to wipe every tragedy from history.
Yeah.
Everyone would be so much happier if we could actually do that. Seems I lost track of time. We should wrap things up here for today. Thank you so much for coming to see me. Oh no, thank you. I feel a ton better now that that's all off my chest.
Be careful, okay?
Good to hear it. You deserve it. Feel free to stop by again soon.
Okay, I'm
Will
gonna
do.
get going.
See you around. I went for counseling. How'd it go? Didn't you have a counseling appointment? That's a nurse's office in the practice building, right? I'll just pass time in the area until you're done.
How are you?
Are you here for a session as well? I am. Is that so? Dr. Maruki is a wonderful counselor. I've actually been seeing him for a while, before he even came to Sujin. I didn't know you two were acquainted. Don't go overselling me too hard though, Yoshizawa. I'm really nothing special. Well, I need to get going. Please excuse me.
Alright then.
Let's say we get started.
Welcome.
Thank you for coming. I'm a little nervous. You don't have to be so tense. We're just going to have an ordinary conversation.
I see.
I think I've gotten a good grasp of the situation you're in. Full disclosure, the school gave me a brief rundown of the circumstances surrounding your transfer here. It's in the past. Did you have to force yourself to accept everything that happened? No, that doesn't seem to be it.
So...
Now that you've told me more about yourself, I've realized something. It seems like you've largely been able to reconcile your internal world with your external one. I should note, that's really truly impressive. Even most adults can't reliably manage that. How to put it? You know how everyone has an internal reality. Some conception of themselves they're striving for.
For example...
Like wanting to be a model student, or wanting to be loved and relied on. That kind of thing. But that idolized reality and the one in actuality are often far apart. That gap is responsible for a lot of people's pain. Not everyone can ace their exams. Not everyone can be the heroes they wish they could be. You've already been through so much. That kind of suffering is usually enough to twist people up into dark places. But you're standing up to it, and confronting a tough, painful reality. To me, that's incredibly admirable. Then again, maybe that's a little weird for you to hear from a guy you just met. It sounds right, though. Not even any deflecting self-deprecation. You really are strong. Well, let's see. This went on longer than I expected. Somehow, the conversation just had a life of its own, I guess. I've actually got one last request. Do you mind?
You know,
I'm actually doing certain research along with my duties as a counselor. It's not quite like counseling, more like a type of psychological treatment. Basically, it's a project to learn more about people's metaphorical hearts, what they think, how they feel. If I get far enough with it, I think I'll be able to help a lot of people. So, what do you have in mind?
Sorry.
My point is, I'd like to ask you to help with that research. All you have to do is listen to my theories, and then tell me if they spark any ideas, realizations on your end. Anytime's good for me. I can work around your schedule. I've got a lot of snacks too. You can have them, they're yours. Again with the snacks. Very well then. You're a lifesaver. Let's see.
Well...
I know. Maybe I could teach you some tips for mental training. I happen to know a lot on the subject. I'm sure I can cook up a special regimen for you. If you're dedicated enough, I'm sure you could draw out your full potential. I guess that's our second deal. So our bond with Dr. Maruki has gone up, and I will say this. Dr. Maruki is actually a very important person. We are going to want to max him out. I'm not going to say why now. I won't say why until we get much further into the Let's Play. But definitely make sure to max him out. And we now have Detox X. When Joker is inflicted with an ailment, he may recover immediately. So like if we get put to sleep, get caught on fire, or get shocked, there is a chance that we'll recover instantly.
Alright.
Would it be okay if we traded contact information? I'll contact you when I've got time, or when I need some input from you. That should do it. I better do my part to repay you. Let's talk about mental training and presence. Let's see. First, So our mind gets a little stronger, and our SP has actually just increased by 5. And we also get a SP healing item, non-static gum. It doesn't heal much, but anything that, like I said, anything that can heal SP is actually really good.
Man.
Spent a long time talking to Baruki. Look how late it is. If you think the sessions are worthwhile, you should try going again sometime. But we should definitely get some sleep for now. Tomorrow's your last day of exams. So this is actually one of the few times where we can't do anything except for going to bed. But that's actually going to do it for this episode. It might seem like things are slowing down, but that's kind of how it's going to be in between targets. When we're going in between targets, things will slow down a little bit, but once we get a target, things will pick up again. And now that I have started that relationship with the politician, probably the next time I have free, we'll go to Mementos and respond to that request and go a little deeper. So yeah, that'll be next time. Until then, this has been General Kenobi. We'll catch y'all later.